we're starting this video on the outside, and it has come in the front of the house actually. And this has got something to do with koi, because I'd like to thank Aaron, who's a trainee judge who works his bollocks off in the national every year to help set up all the water and all that kind of stuff. But he gave me a few logs, so I give him a load of fiberglass in the summer, and he's repaid me with a lifetime supply of logs, bless him. But I'm cheating because I rented this bad boy for £35. It's worth it, isn't it? Come on. Not that I'm lazy, but it's definitely worth it. So I got a day off work today because my first appointment, I think his missus came back a little bit drunk, so he's got to sort her out. But anyway, last night. So anyway, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to prepare my pond, because believe it or not, I'm going on a stag do. I'm not big on stag do's, but I'm going on a stag do purely because it's a snowboarding stag do, and it was cheap as chips, and there's 6 amazing snowboarders going. So what I am going to do is do a little bit of documentary on that, and why not? It's not just a koi channel, is it? It's my channel. So anyway, let's get these logs done. I've got a lot to do. Hey guys, you are gonna laugh. It's so surprising how long this is taking and how much logs I've got. Look at this going. Lovely. And yeah, we've got rid of 1/3, possibly half. I don't think so, half. But anyway, don't look at the mess in here. So I've done a big store there for the rest of the winter. That'll probably last me now into the spring. And then I've got that there so far. So this is going to be full, and I'll have to store some outside as well. And I've still got a load of logs down there that I got to sort out. But the fish are looking amazing. The dog has been eating, where is it? Peanuts. Wolf. Can't leave anything around. That dog will have everything. But yeah, the fish are looking really good. Really happy with those. Some people have been asking about the does the toes eye, feed. Trust me, the toes eye absolutely hammer around those big fish. They are flashing a little bit. I've introduced a few fish from a few different places, so I am going to PP the pond later on. I'm not going to scrape. I know enough now about my pond to realise that they've got something. So yeah, we're going to have a PP treatment today, and then yeah, leave them. And then when I come back from snowboarding next week, I'll monitor them, and I might give them another PP. I don't know. We'll see. Come on then, let's have it. Jones board ready to go. Spare skate banana. Gloves, spare gloves. Helmet, spare helmet. Goggles, spare goggles. Just one pair of boots because I give the other pair to bloody Chopper. And we got some knee pads. And we got some Gore-Tex trousers. Let's go, guys. So the reason why I'm so excited, and it's so funny, I'm just watching James's video now, and he's got parasites because he introduced a couple of new koi. And guess what? So have I, because I introduced a couple of new koi as well. But it is what it is. But anyway, let me show you. Look at that. Those sticky things on the ceiling for my son. But anyway, we've had quite a busy day today. Literally. I am not going to run out of logs for a while. But to be honest, all of these logs on the outer section will go. That's a week. That's 2 weeks. And then we've got 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So we've got 5 weeks. We'll be well into summer by then. I'm even on the 0% beer, because I fancied a beer today because the weather was quite nice actually to start with. But I don't operate heavy machinery with alcohol in my system. But anyway, look. We are going on a snowboarding holiday. So obviously, I'm sporting black. So we've got the board, 2 boards actually, spare board, spare helmet, spare gloves, spare trousers, spare goggles, everything's in there. And we've got a few clothes, and we've got a day sack there with a passport, no euros yet, and obviously a wallet. So yeah, we're ready to go there on that front. That's but right, guys. So that there is full to the brim with logs. That used to be my rubbish kind of area, but now that is my bin, my log thing. So here we are then, guys. Still got turd in the vlog, so I didn't have enough time to do it. So we've put some PP in the pond earlier on, okay? I don't neutralise the PP at all. Obviously the PP was active for about 3 or 4 hours. Now it's not active because it's kind of that rusty brown colour. Within a few days that will clear up. I've got all the air on. And what we're going to do tomorrow before I leave, I think I'm leaving about 7 in the morning. I am going to put this Learnix Pro straight into the pond. So I'm not going to overdose it. I'm literally just going to put, so I've got 22,500 litres and that says it's 20,000 litres. So that's enough for me. Oh, Jesus, mate, can you believe the price on these things? But anyway, so that's going to go there, and all I'm going to do is tip it straight into the moving bed. Food's still on this time. I'm not going to stop the food. They're happy enough feeding. Like it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's like as soon as you change the equilibrium of your pond, that's it. You're going to get parasites. It's just they're always there. It just takes something to stress the fish out. You know what we put in there? We put that kawaku from Yamaguchi in there, and I've also put like 4 or 5 tiny tozai, but that is enough to start annoying them. So anyway, let's get this done. But it always happens when you're going away, doesn't it? Go on then, boys. I got it all the way down.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can.
Back from snowboarding. My face is literally falling off because it was so hot over there. We had a couple of really cold days, but loads of hot days as well. So anyway, they've just had loads of snow over there. I'm gutted to be back. But anyway, no, I'm not gutted to be back because I've got stuff to do. So what we're doing today is we're going to work a little bit more on the pond. Not saying it's going to be ready to fill up today. Well, we filled it up once already, but I've got to... One of the first things I've got to do is go in, rub all the pond down inside. Then I can clean it, like jet wash it all out, get rid of all the sediment and all the crap from there. From there, I've got some backing media to try. So Mountain Tree has sent me a few boxes of media to try out. Not enough to fill up the whole backy shower, but definitely enough to get on with, you know what I mean? To be honest, I'm not really going to need that bacteria, like media-wise, because I'm going to have 100 litres of K1 or whatever in the drum anyway. But what we're going to do is, it's going to be great for a gas and off effect, and it'd be interesting to see how quick it takes to mature and all that kind of stuff, because I've never used that. So, yeah, that's going to be really good. I need to get 2 or 3 pieces of timber from B&Q. I'm going to do that later on when I take the dog for a walk. So next time I come down here, I can measure it up, buy them. Might even have some here, actually, because I got some on the roof. So that might be okay. And yeah, let's get gluing some pipe work on, and then we'll see if we can work out all the electrics wiring the pumps and all in. And I tell you what else I've got as well for the FD feeder. Yes, we have had a new bracket sent to us. So what we're going to do is on one of the next videos, I'm going to do an in-depth sort of like, it's up there, it is, an in-depth video on the FD feeder again. It's really programmable, to be honest. But what I did need is one of those just to hold it on the side. So I might actually drill this on because I'm going to make some mesh drilling. And I've got to be quite careful drilling that. We'll drill this on and yeah, might even put it in situ. Just want to see what it looks like. Such a kid. Ooh, so there we are then, guys. Put 2 stainless steel Spax bolts, torque screws in there. I didn't go for that one because I didn't want to literally pull the piss. So I drilled these 2. Now, bear in mind, these are stuck on with MS300. So if you can imagine when I'm hammer drilling through this, you got to take your time because the last thing I'm going to do is crack it. And I just thought to myself, that's not needed. And it's quite close to the edge. That will probably be literally on the, it'll blow the block underneath anyway. So, and that's more than enough. That is actually so I can swing on that. But it's another bit of stainless steel. Oh, lovely. Yes, I will change that at some point. And guys, bit of just a general wipe round, bit of a scrub down, empty the bottom drain, a little bit. I've got a little bit more actually in there to get out. I've still got to pack up these areas, but I need to measure this. I need to get a bit of timber that will clear the span there, possibly even more, just to pack up this here. Yeah, and then I'll take this bit off, put that in there. Have to get a piece of timber. Let me measure this. Excuse me. Burp on camera. That was disgusting. I do apologise. Got my hood up like Eminem. Well then, here we are then, guys. So that is the RS feeder. I decided to put it in the middle of that broken window so you can't see the brake so much, which you can. I'm going to get it changed. One of the reasons I didn't want to put it too close to the drain. So the fish have got a real good feeding area here. Backy showers going down there, so yeah, that should be all right because I do plan on feeding them a bit of sinking as well. So yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? So I got this basically sent to me from the guys at RS Feeders. It does come standard with that. The beauty with these are, can you see that? Look, they thought of everything really. Like the wire, there's no wires visible because the wire threads through there. I did have a bit of a problem this bit because it's quite a long bracket. Comes through there and then it comes up there. Look, absolutely gorgeous. So all that needs to do now is to be like probably not quite sure where I'm going to track that, but it's going to be up somewhere. And then obviously easy enough to get over there. Put the food down in there. Lovely jubbly. And it's got the motor up there which dispenses all the food. And this is the control box. It's really quite self-explanatory really. So that's going to be mounted somewhere else. That is your standard power cable which goes into these. They're 2 different ones so you can't really get them wrong. So we'll wrap this cable up now, keep it out of the way. And what I'm going to do now is possibly start. I don't really want to mess around in here much more now because this is all done. I do have to fill up this with some CT1, but I actually want to put the timber here so I can put, if you know what I've done in here, giving it a nice like little layer. I want to give the timber a nice little layer up there as well so it doesn't get too wet. If it rots, so just redo it. But I need to find some nice little blocks to go in there. So I need to cut 2 of these little square blocks just to go in there, just to keep this off the tops. But yeah, really quite pleased with that. It looks smart. I'm gonna have a look at it from out there now. But RS Feeders, guys, yeah. Nice looking bit of kit, all made by hand apparently, which is quite cool. I was talking to the guys and apparently I can get Koi Soldier written in here, so I'm not sure if they're doing bespoke laser cutting out of these now. So yeah, awesome bits of kit. They do look the part really. They are quite cool. Yeah, they are quite good. A round one would be cool, I think. I don't know. Yeah, maybe a round one as well. Pretty cool. But yeah, pretty nice height off the water. Shouldn't get too much splash off that. I can't envisage any problems there, but you don't know, do you? So we'll see. Right then, guys, I'd like to claim this for myself, but I can't. It's from my good friend from up north, Craig McNeish. So what I was going to do is drill through the pond and put an overflow, and then Craig gave me a link to a little tiny short he done, and it saved my life. It's so good, I'm actually going to do it to the big pond as well. I've already ordered the 4-inch tee. So let me show you what I've done. That RS feeder does look good, doesn't it? Lovely. So what we've done here is I've glued all of the 4-inch pipework in, okay? And as you can see here, I've got one of the uni seals, okay? So that's a 1-inch uni seal, or yeah, 1 inch or 30, I don't know, 1 inch anyway. And I've had to put a coupling in the middle of this 1-inch pipe, so it saves me having to buy another piece basically. But there's another uni seal down there. So what happens here now is I can put a 90 on there, which is not glued on. However, I need to buy one because I haven't got any. And then inside, basically inside here, then you can adjust the height of your pond. Now then, isn't that clever? I should have thought of that myself, to be honest, but I'm not as clever as Craig. So anyway, that is all in nice and lovely and jubbly. And like I said, all the water that goes through there goes in there, and it goes down into the waste here. Another thing, and I can claim this for myself, Joe from Oase was talking about, is now I'm going to run the pumps, like I said here, 1 pump, 2 pump, and we're going to be pulling from this side of the drum. However, I have always intended to only pull 1 through the actual drum, through the biomedia side, if you know what I mean. So I can go slow through that, maybe turn the pond over once every 2 hours or once every hour maximum, okay? But obviously I've got the shower, so I wanted to hammer over the shower as much as I can, really, just to degas, get all the nitrogen out of the water and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I haven't got a lot of media to go in there, but I didn't care if I didn't have any media. I'm just lucky that I've been sent some to try to show you guys. But those without media is as good as anything else anyway, because Sakai Fish Farm just degas from those. It's just like a metal grid and it hammers over them. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. But what I will do, I think possibly, is I was going to drill a hole here and put a 4-inch outlet, okay? So basically the same as these, or, well, I guess the same as these. No, actually that's a 6-inch to a 4-inch, but one of these. So what I can do then is pull out of the clean side of the drum, so we don't pull through the biomedia side. Biomedia, is that right? Yeah. But Joe was at that, well, why don't you just use that? So that is the empty or the purge for the bottom of the drain, for the bottom of the drum, which is just not needed. So that is one hell of an idea. If you can see there, I've got a hole all the way through. And I think what I'm going to do is, instead of putting that T on there, okay, that was just to link up to the waist if I ever wanted to need it. But I actually don't need that whatsoever. So what I'm going to do with that is a lovely 2-inch little slide valve there, okay? Oh, it does work. Oh, look, I've even got some water, right? So it's a 2-inch slide valve. Now, I could take that off and go straight on here, maybe put a 90 on here, put the Oase pump down here, straight underneath. Yeah, and yeah, boom, straight over the shower. So I will be exchanging this one, so it'll come from underneath here and then straight up into the shower. Probably just another, well, probably actually this will probably flex across to go into this. So, well, it definitely will flex across because I've got this union here, so I can just pull this across ever so slightly to marry up with the center of the drum where the pump is going to be held there. Or I can even just keep the pump on the floor down there. So that's something that I'm probably going to try in the future. But at the moment, because I don't need that, I'm not going to put that on. I'm going to replace it with a piece of a connector and just a piece of 3-inch going straight up into that. Oh, lovely. Well, we're getting there. That's starting to look bloody lovely now. Yeah, so now you can see, guys, that we've got waste going straight in. So what I've done is, obviously, I've got to use a 4-inch and reduce it to a 3-inch. Because if I do put the 4-inch and reduce it to the 3-inch with this section here, then I've got this little lip here, and I can... It stores loads of crap up there, so I don't want to do that. But there, that's a really good idea, isn't it? So it starts there. I could probably put like a rubber 90 there, and then maybe reuse this, or put a little blue ball valve down here. But that's a great idea. And that's why Joe works for Oase. Yes, boy. So it's looking pretty good. This is all glued in and absolutely solid. That's the air line. Actually, I need to put a clip on there to hold that air line. That's something that needs to be done. Can I do it there? No, not really, because that's all glued in. So obviously it pulls to one side. There's no... I'll probably get the drill in there, actually. I should have done it when I put this off, but it is where it is. Now we're going to have a little mess around with the backy shower, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but let's get... I don't know whether to put the media in yet. No, I'm not. I'm going to fit the backy shower on, and then I'm going to gauge the height, and we're going to go from there. Maybe I shouldn't have put the RS feeder on yet. You know, you learn by your mistakes, and yeah, but bloody hell, that looks bloody lovely. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, nip and coy. We're your mugs today, boys. Guys, I got this through the post. Oh, yes, the 44th National Koi Show 2024. That says sponsored by Tafaguchi, probably. Yeah, so don't forget this, guys. All right, Saturday the 29th and Sunday the 30th of June. Absolutely buzzing. Look at that. Absolutely nothing for a great day out. I like the artwork on that. Look at that. That's a nice koi, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So remember, guys, I'm going to be there. If you want, you can buy me a beer. It's up to you. Literally only joking, but you can if you want. Oh my God, I hate core drilling. So I'm going to do one just underneath, so I've got a little bit of wiggle movement, and that should be lovely. Hey guys, I've mocked up through there. Lovely. So what we've got is, on the far end there, that will sit in. So it holds there. You've got to stop this side. And then obviously that's where the 3-inch spray bar will end. And then, don't look at this, but that's where the other part of the spray bar comes out this end. And the gap in between is 3 feet, which is this 3-inch, 3-foot length. So what I'm going to do now is make a spray bar into this. So I'm going to do some mathematics on here, exactly the same as what I've done up in there. And I'll get back with you very shortly with this all marked up where I am going to drill it. Then guys, in my very limited koi and backy house shower bar experience, this has worked for me. So as you can see there, the gaps are just an inch apart, and they're 3-inch intervals, boom, boom, and they're staggered all the way. So yeah, I'm not quite 90 degrees. If you can see the black mark by there and the black mark by there, you can see it's just not quite half of the pipe, so there's always like a slight down spray from all of it. So what I'm going to do now is look for my favorite tool to do this, which is this. These are absolutely fantastic for this job, and I do make these reasonably big, guys, because if not, it does really squirt too much. I don't know if you can squirt too much, but anyway, yeah, let me show you. And 5 minutes later, you have basically a heat shield for a 30mm cannon. So you can see now, guys, there's yeah, a load of holes there. If I do get a problem with a build-up of water in there and it's not enough holes, I could probably do another row. But I think that will work out fine for the speed I'm going to be having my backy shower on. Lovely. Let's get all the chafe out of there. Boy! So, absolutely solid. All solvent welded in. The only one that's not solvent welded is that one right there. So, I'm not going to quite do that yet. I need to See that bit there where it's like pointing onto the, so the pipe's on like the little point? That just needs to be chipped away a tiny bit because it just needs to come out about 10 mil. So, but that's that one all done. And I mean, it is all done, all away, everything. It's really nice and solid as well. It's good. So yeah, cool. That's that one done. Next one is the big one because we've got the heater on there. And we got the UV. Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely buzzing with an afternoon's work. I knew it would all come together. Famous last words. Yeah, pipe work is all glued in as far as I'm concerned. Backy shower is fitted. I got one little problem with the backy shower, but I'm going to have to overcome that somehow. But anyway, if you spin around. Go. So, yeah, so, right. So we've got the inlet pipe work all completed, obviously bar the little 1" 90. So I'm gonna order one of these tonight from Absolute Koi, probably. I have got to put just literally one bracket on the top of that. I just need to take this off to do that, but that's not a drama, is it? We've glued all of this in. This is lovely and solid. Leaving that closed because we might be utilizing that in the future. We've got the drum. I do need to take the drum out once more so I can resituate those a little bit. We've got the stainless steel clarifier and UV light there. I've got okay, I need to put some smaller screws in here, but we've got this is all fitted on the wall correctly now. Ready to go with the flow. Is currently going the wrong way, so I need to turn this around to go that way. This is all glued in. Just need to put a cap on there, cap on there. We need to do our little bit of rope in there because I want to see it. Don't know why, just do. Need to just trim that off. So basically, not massively happy with those blocks there. Might see if I can get a little bit of stainless steel 2" box section and make like a nice little stand for that at some point, but that will definitely get it going for now because that would be nice, wouldn't it? Would be nice to make a stainless steel one for this actually, but anyway, whatever. Yes, we've got the little chock down there, as you can see that, so that's there. RS feeder is in situation. We have got the backy shower in. The only problem I'm going to have is when I put the lid on, one of those beams there is just a little bit tight, I believe. I can't quite remember. But anyway, not a massive drama. But you know what I could do? I've got a little bit of room there, haven't I? So what I could actually do is take this back off, calculate it, re-drill the hole so everything just drops down a little bit, which actually does stop a lot of splashback as well, and that will clear the roof then. So that is a pretty good idea there. Yeah, so that could definitely be an option. Only literally 1 inch, that's all it is, but it is where it is. We've got to change this window. I'm going to clean everything. Still got to do these bits of timber, just haven't had time today. Got to regrind this off, put a little bit of stainless there, give everything a nice clean. But as far as I'm concerned, we are good to go, guys. It is bloody lovely, I tell you. Yeah, nice. Very nice. I'm very, very happy with that, to be honest. Everything is, you can get to everything. Everything's looking good. Just going to move the blocks across. Everything's nice and solid. Yeah, not a bad day's work. Look at that beast. So, absolutely buzzing. Let's have a look from out here, guys. Yeah, there we are. So, excuse that. But there we are, guys. You can see the dilemma I've got. Can you see that? It is literally 1 inch too high to put the backy lid on. And I do want to put the lid on, because it does make a lot of splash up there. Got to get rid of all these cobwebs. I'm going to put a different light in here, an actual waterproof one, which I've got already. This has all been rubbed down, just needs to be kind of just jet washed a little bit, just cleaned out a little. taken that off the wall. Again, do have to do this timber, which will shoot straight across onto that, so you won't have any gaps down there. Yeah, pretty happy. Oh, I need to cut some slabs to go in there. A few little bits and bobs, but it's 99.9% done. Got to cut the drain, put the drain in. One of the drains has come loose in that bloody pond, but anyway, I might have to go in tomorrow to put it in. Never rains, it pours. But anyway, there we are then, guys. Garage is still reasonably tidy. Yeah, so the problem I've got is the apex on this, the zenith part of this, is just it just hits the beam. So if I can drop all of everything down there by an inch, that's going to come down 2 inches, and I think that'll be perfect. And it's a 5-minute job. Do you know what I mean? And then that will just pull down closer, straight across. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, buzzing with that. Doesn't that look good? Thanks, Craig Wicknish, but that is bloody lovely. Oh, a thing of beauty. And these things are so cheap, guys. That is such a cheap little system. Lovely. Oh, air, yes. So we've got the bottom spin drifter drain here. We have got an air pipe here as well. I'm not quite sure. I've got this, look, guys. Check out this. This has just been sitting around. Yeah, in my archives. So maybe I can do something where, yeah, maybe I can sort of like, when I put the pump up here, I could put that on the wall there. A pipe going from there to there, and then the other pipe then tracking across going there, so I can split the air. And I may as well use it. It's here, isn't it? So yeah, that'll be there. Next thing I've got to worry about is the electrics. Remember, we've got the 6mm cable, is it, coming through there? So I need another little junctiony box thing there, and I've got that. I'm not quite sure how to do this, so I'll get a sparky down once I put the board there, and everything. Then yeah, we'll do that. I want a shelf there with my air pump, and all the plugs. Don't need that many plugs. I think this is 1, 2. Probably put the light on there. 3. Blue Lab Guardian 4. 4 or 5 plugs there. I'll put like some 6 of those. I've got those there. May as well just reuse them. Oh, there we are then, guys. I have everything on this video, isn't it? Sorry. But we're here now, and this is going to really get pushed on by tomorrow. Trust me, I've got a little cheeky bit of free time tomorrow. And I might see if I can just get this sort of working. See if I can get the shower working, do the timber, clean everything, get that backy shower done. Little stainless steel bar to go across there, cheeky. My window, my jump guard should be coming at any moment from CWD Ponds. Very, very close. It's pretty much done. I do need to take this out and grout the wall. I need to ask a mate to come around to give me a lift with that. Yes, I'm so chuffed. I was going to say something and I can't remember what, but looks like I'm going back to Japan, guys. So I think Ryan and myself are going over to Japan to see the Wakagoi. Oh yes, it's my first Japanese show. So that is going to be, I think we're probably going to be going over on the about the 18th or 17th of April. So I really can't spend much money. I really got to start saving a little bit because, yeah, it does take it out of me financially when I go over there. But I know every time I go over, I get more knowledgeable, I make more friends, I build more bridges, and it can only be a good thing. And do you know what I mean? If you've got to live on beans on toast, so be it. Anyway, I'm going to go and walk the dog, buy a bottle of wine, have a bath, watch some YouTube in bed. Yeah,